What's up, Axie fam? Let's check out some of the most interesting decks that I found in the top 100. Let's get into it. This first matchup, it's like an AoE team. It's running Holy Prayer, guys, and Shady Exchange. So getting an extra energy every other turn, and then they're able to get some free healing and some free damage boosts to their area of effect team, right? So the Dawn is up front, which is kind of asking for trouble, but he does have double pumpkin, right? So we have 3 energy off the rip, Cactus to pull the aggro off the back, a Hatsune to really punish the Beast team, right? If they use those confidence before attacking, they start getting greedy, you know. So we have Imp coming down. Opponent playing like a traditional. This is very similar to Chuck Fresco's team, except for it doesn't have the egg bomb on the mid like Chuck's team does, right? So we have a Leafy team though, right? So we're able to do some very punishing amounts of damage. Now the interesting part about this team though isn't the Dawn, the Gaia's Shady Exchange, like Holy Prayer interaction. It's that this guy has a shrimp, right, with sticky octopus. So this guy can shrimp something whenever he needs to, right? So he can shrimp the back, and then he can laser it down with the Leafy procs. So let's watch this replay, right? So we have I'm assuming we have a shrimp turn coming. Yep, there's the shrimp. And then we can Leafy, and it's going to absolutely annihilate that Reckless Hunter and play the Leafy pot. And the interesting, I'm seeing Sequinox plays the Leafy pots on the Blossom because you only really need one from it. It's weird though because I feel like you would have it on a card that you get value from throughout the game over and over again. So Little Peas in rage mode, it doesn't do much through that Hatsune, Pumpkin. Attacks with the Risky Beast, not much damage. About to rage on the front. Did draw the Void this turn, but we have a Leafy here, gonna pump out, 150 damage. Cactus, leaving it 1 HP shy, and then he has to use the Revenge Sword. Feels bad there. If he had Cactus first, then he had used the Leafy, would have taken him out, and he would have been able to use the Hatsune instead of the Revenge. Playing a couple of Revenge cards, and then playing the Imp last. Okay, whatever. So, Shady Exchange, energy coming down this turn. We got a big serious turn, disabling the shrimp, and then able to play all the Revenge cards in the hand. So, we have 264 HP, vulnerable ends, passes to the opponent, it has 5 stacks of rage. Using the Confident first, playing the Revenge Sword to eliminate the reflect damages, still takes it because the way that the 30 damage one is worded, you still take the reflect because it's the next time it's hit, it doesn't really matter. It's not like the Aqua ones, and then a big Leafy to finish off the game. When I first saw that team on the leaderboard, I thought it had double shrimp. And I was like, what is this team? But still interesting nonetheless. Let's get on to the next very interesting team in the top 100. All right, so this next one, I'm pretty sure this is our boy Elijah from Meditate, The Reason. But interesting team nonetheless. So we have Meditate, Grim Reaper versus Meditate, The Reason. Pretty top 100 material here. We have the Bug, the Double Rage Beast. Over here, though, we have the Gaia's, the Collect and Protect Bug, and then the Backliner. But what makes this a little bit more interesting than some of the others is he's rocking Toothless on the back lane. So we have a way to kind of focus down the backliner if he can, right? So he can't hear, he can't Toothless because of the taunt here, but he was able to Chubby. So he's doing an area of effect rage, very reminiscent of last season, right? Top 30, top 20 last season. because he's in 0. So we got a believer coming down. Gonna go ahead and already put this guy into rage mode. He's a little branch for 238. He's going to cute bunny, finish him off there. Leave the little peas on the bug. 136 damage there. Pretty solid turn for Grim Reaper. So we're passing back to the Legion. Big earring damage, right? Gets +8 to each of the damage there. Go ahead and uses the taunt here. Plays the revenge sword for free. So it's kind of a close match, but this guy is going to rage already a second time, right? So Axie Kiss is 138, takes him down. Then we got a little piece. We got a Cottontail followed by a Scarab. Scarab not going to hit for too much. A little confusing why he used both Cottontails. Maybe he's afraid that this guy was going to die. So we got a Grandma's Fan. Big damage on Grandma's Fan, hitting for 45 each. Chubby, 117 the whole team. Tri-Feather in rage mode. And he takes it down. It's over. Surprise! The Reason took it down. Big victory. Being able to rage, because the Endless Anger with the Grandma's Fan, Chubby, Cute Bunny, is a lot of damage, surprisingly. Now, while not all that interesting, the last one, Toothless Bite giving him an edge against certain matchups, able to really take down those backliners with Endless, kind of take home some cheese victories. This next one has to be one of my favorite teams that I've seen in the top 100. This next game is Shu with this backup beauty. I'm currently playing. I'm in Challenger. I'm like about just under 1900 with a janky version of this deck. So it's interesting to see these popping up. Look, I'm getting these goosebumps. Popping up in the top 100, right? Much better version. He has gloomy dice. Gloomy dice really gonna punish the enemy, right? So we have a Gecko here. Get some free shields because the bumpy. We got a Silence Whisper to heal the front. So we got 21 free shields from the bumpy on the mech. The big difference here is that we have Wall Gecko. Wall Gecko is going to be really efficient, hyper efficient, once we start putting a ton of shields on this guy, because it reduces the damage its shields take as well, right? So it's like he has an additional almost 50%. So it's more like he has almost 300 shields right here, right? Opponent gonna be able to get some bubble bombs, which is gonna help take down some free damage without getting any reflect, and he can kind of get some damage on the other Axies. Gunn plays the Goda, but he gets some confused there in his deck. Gloomy dice coming in clutch. We have the Innocent Lamb to double up on our snail shells. Since we do have the Gecko mask on the Wall Gecko, we do get to apply the taunt for 4 turns. Interesting enough, though, he's opting to play the Retain on the Strawberry Shortcake, playing it when it's most convenient here. So we have an Innocent Lamb getting, looks like he just got a Shiitake, plays the Sakura on the bumpy mech, so it's going to help it get extra value. The Shiitake is going to block an attack from the enemy. Bubble Bomb triggers, only gets 20 damage value on the backliner. Not a significant amount of damage coming down. We have a Nemo followed by an Aranda, doing a little bit of damage, chunking some health, but he did get a couple of confused in his deck, right? And now we have a Hatsune play, we have a Snail Shell, and we have a second Hatsune going on the mid, trying to stack up some shields. Right, so Shu already 307 shields on his mid liner, so by the time he's able to use that Wall Gecko the next time, he's going to be full HP and have a significant number of shields, right? He has a lot of support from the mid, or from the backliner and the frontliner, so watering cans the front. No Rise and Ruin here, right? Because he has Gaia's Embrace, increasing the amount of HP on his guys overall. Significant improvement. I would love to have Gaia's Embrace on my team. Extra 150 HP. But that is one of the drawbacks, is because when you're playing this mech, who has a lot of abilities that aren't of its type, it ends up having not a lot of potential points, right? In this case, this guy does have a few because he has the horns, which are reptile. He has the tail, which is reptile. He has the eyes, which is reptile, right? So he's able to get enough to pull out that gecko mask, right? He's able to put the mask on the wall gecko. So 184 shields, not a lot, but now he has a strawberry in his back pocket, right? Remember what I was saying in my video, link up there if you haven't checked out my season 1 team. But strawberry is the one thing that I wish my team had, right? Because we're not able to win out against a lot of teams. One of the teams we struggle against is this right here. We have the double sleepless team with a bunch of bubble paste, right? So we have a shiitake up front to block an attack. We have a snail shell, another snail shell, huge shields. Snail shell giving up like 80 shields every time we play it, and then plus the bumpy and sakura, so it's healing 7, shielding for 80. So like a lot of value in those snail shells. Our opponent is able to take out our front, but not a big deal because we haven't even scratched our midliner. We have a gecko here, not really relevant. We're gonna probably stop using those. We don't really need to heal our backliner. It doesn't really matter if our backliner goes down as of yet. 410 shields. Round 22 of Blood Moon. Opponent's side is gonna take 70 damage. Opponent looks like he's gonna opt to play the double Nemo and play the Chubby. That's gonna be able to finish off the Gaia's Embrace to the Blood Moon, right? We have 130 shields versus 3 Axies. 2 are most likely gonna go down. We have a couple of strawberries in the pocket. We have a double snail shell, revenge sword. We play a single strawberry. No need to play the second strawberry as of yet, I don't think. I think it lost a little bit of value. It's alright though, because the game is actually over. There's no way our opponent can win, and they draw 4 confused and a goo. So, Shu's team looking very, very strong. Alright, this next one's a bit special because it's our boy, Ryan from Meditate. You might know him as Axie Faction. Now, the reason why this one's so interesting is because he's ranking up some points in the special event, right? And getting some wins. We have the strawberry up front. We have the cottontail, summer part, and then we have the kendama on the back, right? So he has the kendama on the imp, right? Look at that handsome fellow. So he's just ranking up all kinds of points in the special event and ranking up some wins. Opponent is playing a frontline blood dominant predator, which is kind of wonky, but I guess he can put some shields on it because he has the snail shell. We have some attacks going down. We confident the back. So he's like playing it like a pseudo rage team, right? Already takes down the opponent's frontliner. Dominant predator is not the pick here. Is not the pick. Frontline risky fish, tons of damage. Is he playing double tough strike? What is going on here? I think this person also trying to get some summer points, right? Trying to get that special emote. Big Ronin coming down for 130. Will Ryan take down the win? Looks like we have a Little P is gonna take up our rage counter to 6. Hero take our rage counter to 7. Nutcracker taking our rage counter to 8. Up to 8 rage already, and he doesn't have Endless Anger. Opponent also at 8 rage. Plays the Jaguar. Jaguar under it. He forgot to play the Nyan. Oh no. Oh no, this whack. The free imp. I was like, why did he play the Chubby? But it's because he had the free imp because he was in rage mode. Ryan takes home the big win. All right, this next one's pretty sweet, and I think it is my favorite build so far on the top 100. A lot of the top 100 is Endless Anger, Collect and Protect, and Gaia's Embrace. That being said, my favorite and most interesting team on the top 100. So our opponent is on the Rage team with the Tiny Dino, and he has the Egg Bomb mid. This is Chuck Fresco's team. So we have the Holy Prayer to eliminate some stuff out of our deck. We have the Shady Exchange for the extra energy and the interaction between those two, getting free energy and free healing. But the secret tech is this boy right here. This is And Panda's mech. Right, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3 tricksters. So every time we Gravelant, we're going to draw a card. Every time we Leaf Bug, we're going to draw a card. Every time we Leaf Bug, we're going to draw a card. But this mech has shield backup, because even though it looks like a bug, it is very much a mech. And it has Mosquito for the heal. Very expensive Axie as of right now. So we're going to go ahead and play this. So already up to 259 shields. Opponent Axie kissing the front. Looks like we're going to lose our Holy Prayer value already. But we've already eliminated both the dazes from our deck. So it's already done its job. And our opponent doesn't have any curses to put into our decks. So it's looking pretty good. Excuse me. Alright, so it's hard to see the energy. 4 energy. So we have a Leaf Bug, triggers draw a card. We have a Skelly Spoon, and then we have an Innocent Lamb. Then we have an Indian Star, because we have an extra energy. Go up and shield up that boy. So 500 and a dizzying amount of shields already. Opponent attacks him, gets the debuff. Go ahead and uses the Confident afterwards. You gotta learn to do that against these Gravelant and Hatsune teams, right? Attacks him, so he only took down 300 shields. Left this vulnerable, but we did draw the Leaf Bug. Got some free shields. Leaf Bug, got to draw a card. And we go ahead and Kataro, see if we can get the free energy. We do not. Misses. Passes to our opponent. Our opponent does not have instant anger, so not that great. Go ahead and uses the Believer there. He uses the Confident, is able to rage. 192 damage. Dino takes a little bit of damage. Go ahead and uses the Axie Kiss, followed by a Ronin, but it's the Ronin on the mid, not the Ronin on the back. So a significant amount of damage there, but not quite enough. Gravelant on the front. Leaf Bug on the front, draws a card. Draws the Leaf Bug. Leaf Bug on the front, draws a card. Skelly Spoon, so 332 shields. It's going to be easy to take down that little amount of shields with the Rage, but he attacks and dies to the Reflect. Brutal. So we have 6 Rage here, 6 Rage here, so a frontline Shiba would trigger the Rage on both of them. Go ahead and Skelly Spear, Indian Star, Buzz, right? And why not? Put that curse in his deck. I probably would have opted for Mosquito there. Shiba, the front, does take a significant amount of damage. Both go into Rage mode. Egg Bomb does not kill the front. He has a Confident, buys back the Cottontail. Go ahead and Nemo's the back for the extra damage next turn. So we got 60 free shields from the double Leaf Bug draw. Gravelant to draw a card, Leaf Bug to draw a card, Indian Star, and the other Gravelant to draw a card. So 352 shields in a little single turn. Attacks to the Reflect, and his frontliner gets KO'd. Buys back the Cottontail and doesn't opt to not play the Ronin here. So we have Indian Star up front, or Skelly Spoon, Indian Star combo. And then we have a Tiny Dino to get some damage here. 346 shields already on the mid. 30 damage coming from the Blood Moon. Opponent opts to play the Revenge Sword and then plays the Confident. Plays the Little Peas. Gonna get some rage here. Takes 30, but now he is in Tiny Dino range. We also have a high Topaz damage turn. So there comes the Topaz for the finish. And Panda's deck, the way this mech, is able to shuffle all of his Leaf Bugs. If he was in a situation where the mech, it looks so much like a bug that it's like hard for me to wrap my head around calling this a mech, right? So he can get into a situation where he can Gravelant, Leaf Bug every turn, right? So Gravelant draws a card, draws a Leaf Bug triggers, draws a Leaf Bug triggers, draws a card, draws a Leaf Bug, and he gets like 60 to 90 shields for free. Pretty cool, pretty interesting team. One of my favorite teams I've seen so far. What was yours? Leave it down in the comments below. Go check out our sponsors, and we'll see you in the next video. And Panda, top 75.